We started in a very small school, just one floor, and then we moved to the Children's Center downtown on Donghai-lu and had just a couple of rooms on one floor, and then moved to the fourth floor and then the fifth floor and then part of the second floor. So we'd move on to the next place and kind of an area where we'd stop, and then for a long time we weren't sure where we were going to be, and then boom, here we are out at Baishan, and now we're at a point where we're outgrowing this. And so celebrating that we're from nations around the world, I think we should celebrate the opportunities that we've had to know people and to understand cultures, to hear new languages, to try new food, but more importantly, the depth of relationship that we get to build with people from around the world.
I don't know how much vision I had. It was just the startup. It was the second school. They'd grown from about 8 students to 15 students that first year, and then, as I said, Greg thought we would have about 25. We ended up with 40. And we didn't know what the potential was within Qingdao of how many foreigners would come, how many kids would come to our school.
I don't think we ever envisioned it giving birth to a Chinese school or influencing the whole region. It was a smaller vision to begin that then expanded as people came and joined the effort.
And it wasn't until we were in the new building the second year, we had the potential for growth, and we had a huge influx of new teachers.
You know, we really wanted QMIS to be a place that people who were in Qingdao for purpose would be able to send their children.
My focus was really on building kind of a team spirit, a culture, a feeling that included both the national staff and the foreign staff, that we were all one family together. That was a key to making our school the kind of place it was.
The very first year that I was in Qingdao was 2002-2003, and it snowed in March, and it was a one-day snow, and we thought we were going to cancel school, but we had no way really of canceling school, and so basically the entire school went out and played in the snow, and we made snowmen and had snowball fights, and just the whole school. It even made it into the yearbook as Snow Day.
I would say the word innovation is something that we could really be proud of. I think of just what has happened in our school over the years. You know, we did a basketball tournament started here. We have Munisk going one-to-one laptops, and just the art program, the fine arts program, really where Qingdao is as a city. A lot of that originated here at our school. I'd also say too, just the Qingdao International Sport Network, we were key in just bringing schools together to say, hey, let's get together in our city and do sports.
Some of my favorite times with students there at Qingdao were the basketball tournaments that we used to have, where it was great competition, but between all that, there were also great relationships that were formed between students at the different schools as they moved outside of the competition piece into the relationship piece.
Yeah. Qingdao and ISQ and QMIS, it's a special place.
So in my second year, we had a father who was a big influence in the community, and a lot of people's decision about whether or not to keep sending their children to our school hinged upon the decision that he made. So he has a meeting one day with our principal, Cindy Fox, and he said to her, well, Miss Fox, the other school they're going to have a gym. Are you going to have a gym? And at the time we didn't have a gym, and she said, well, I don't know. And her answer kept being consistently, I don't know. And then finally he said, does this mean that you're still going to love my kids? Now there's another school where there's competition. Are you still going to love our kids? And she said, that I know for sure. We'll continue loving your children. And he said that was the point where he decided, and that his influence would influence all the other parents who were also looking for a choice of international schools. He would keep his children at QMIS, later to be known as ISQ.
even though facilities can be a part of a good school, but I think staff is the core of the school. And staff who feel cherished and loved can effectively pass love to our students and parents.
RSQ 国际学校的小学部每年都去老山北九水去爬山嘛，特别是有一年他们没去老山，去了世园会，然后我也去了，非常开心，和孩子们手拉手，然后还一起拍照了，一直到下午快出园会的时候，然后卡尔校长就还给我们这个班级每一个人买了一个冰激凌，我们每个人都吃着非常的开心，心里很甜甜的。
There's one time that I really have a hard group, which means they are the really struggling math students. And then at the end of the year, they learned something from the teacher because we always appreciate other person. We try to encourage people. So they did the same thing to me. They made a special medal for me. It's writing something like this. It's so common in English. You are worth your weight in gold. But me and my students, we both know what that really means.
During these 20 years, I really think we have developed a great number of national staff. I'm one of that.
I've been joining ISQ since year 1996.
And I know some already, went to new positions, a new career. Some still stay here.
But I never know with what I have been trained as a teachers, TA, and as an administrator, I became a principal in a Chinese school.
ODS mission is influencers influencing influencers. I really think ISQ has done that in the past 20 years.
Ron, what words of encouragement can you give ISQ for the next 20 years?
The next 20 years are going to be some interesting years. Some very interesting years. The key is that we have expat students. They're still going to need education.
I think I would like ISQ can also think further, reach out more, nurture more Chinese educators.
Overall, keep on doing what you're doing. Keep on with the energy, the excitement, the creativity that has done so well for us so far.
We stick to who we are and what we do, what we believe. We have been sticking to that for 20 years. I believe we're going to do that for the future.
When I look back at some of the things that we accomplished at ISQ while I was here, I realized that I didn't do anything great by myself. It was always being part of a team.
I would say that ISQ has Baishan to be thankful to.
I think of the Crown Plaza, La Meridian, Shangri-La, the Hyatt,
Indiana Wesleyan University,
Iracos, and Akamis.
Our parents.
They've taken a risk. They've moved to Qingdao.
And I think we need to thank the city government.
The Education Bureau.
The Education Bureau.
One individual comes to mind right away, and that is Mr. Zhu from the Expert Bureau.
The people who just deliver us and keep us running are just great people.
As ISQ looks to the future,
press on in doing the good.
Remember that you always have a finite amount of time to work with the people that are here and to take advantage of each moment.
These students are our legacy. This is our investment. And then go out into the world and do these great things.
What's really special about that is the end is not here yet. So there's a greater legacy even ahead as we pursue a new site, a new building, a new set of students.
We've been given an amazing opportunity, not just to be in China, but to interact with families from all over the world and to reach them.
The need for education in the style that we're doing right now will always be there, and I think we can have a very successful program, successful school in the years to come.